Have you ever wondered why two people can be born into the same circumstances, receive the same education, yet one becomes successful while the other keeps struggling? In Stephen R. Covey's revolutionary book lies the answer to this mystery. This is the story of a professor who, while struggling with his son, discovered that the real formula for success lies in character, not in techniques. Covey's own son was very slow in school, weak in sports, and socially awkward. Like many parents, Covey tried to motivate his son through positive thinking, visualization, and personality development techniques. But nothing worked. One day, he realized that he had been unable to truly accept his son as he was. When he began to accept him unconditionally and recognize his unique strengths, real transformation began. Through this experience, Covey understood that character ethics are far more important than personality ethics. In today's digital age, we have all become accustomed to instant gratification. We want immediate replies on WhatsApp, same-day delivery from Amazon, and watch YouTube videos at 2x speed. But for real growth in life, patience and consistency are essential. This book teaches us that there is no shortcut to sustainable success. First habit. Be proactive. Covey says that effective people are proactive, not reactive. This means they don't see themselves as victims of circumstances, but instead choose their responses. Take a real-life example. During COVID-19, when the whole world went into lockdown, some people kept complaining that everything was ruined. But proactive people saw it as an opportunity. Some started online businesses, others learned new skills, and some spent quality time with their families. Being proactive means your behavior is driven by your values, not by circumstances. If your boss treats you rudely, a reactive person might resign in anger or get involved in office politics. A proactive person, on the other hand, will first analyze why the boss is behaving that way and then take a constructive approach. The concept of the circle of concern and circle of influence is very powerful. We often worry about things that are beyond our control, like the weather, politics, or other people's opinions. Effective people focus their energy on things they can influence, such as their attitude, skills, and relationships. Second habit. Begin with the end in mind. This habit is all about vision and mission. Covey offers a powerful exercise. Imagine you are attending your own funeral. What would you want people to say about you? What would your family members say? What would your friends remember? How would your colleagues describe you? This exercise helps you clearly identify your real priorities. Nowadays, everyone seems busy, but being busy is not the same as being productive. In our society, there's a strange competition over who is the busiest. Saying, "I'm very busy these days," has almost become a status symbol. But this busyness is often in the wrong direction. Creating a personal mission statement is essential so that every decision aligns with your core values. There was a businessman who worked 12 to 14 hours a day and considered himself very hardworking. But one day, his 5-year-old daughter asked, "Papa, why don't you spend time with us?" In that moment, he realized he was following the wrong definition of success. He restructured his schedule and made family time a priority. Interestingly, when he adopted a more focused approach, his business performance improved as well. Third habit. Put first things first. This habit is about time management and setting priorities. Covey's time management matrix is very famous. He divides tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important, not urgent but important, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. Most people stay stuck in quadrant I, urgent and important, and live in crisis mode. Effective people, however, focus on quadrant 2, things that are important but not urgent. For example, suppose you have a presentation next week. A reactive approach would be to wait until the night before and then stay up all night preparing. A proactive approach would be to start planning today. Do your research, create an outline. This is a quadrant 2 activity. Important but not urgent. Weekly planning is a powerful tool. Instead of making a daily to-do list, it's better to set weekly roles and goals. Identify your different roles: professional, spouse, parent, friend, community member. Then set one key goal for each role for the week. This approach helps you live a more balanced life. Fourth habit: think win-win. This habit is about mindset. Most people operate with a win-lose mentality. They believe that for them to win, someone else must lose. But people with an abundance mentality understand that success is infinite. Another person's success does not diminish their own. A perfect example from the Indian context is when companies like Infosys and TCS collaborated in the IT industry instead of only competing. As a result, the entire Indian IT sector gained global recognition. If there had been only cutthroat competition, perhaps no company would have reached such heights. The same principle applies in relationships. In marriages, couples often compete over who is right. But in successful marriages, partners understand that the goal is not to win against each other, but to grow together. The win-win approach means finding solutions where both parties benefit. Fifth habit: seek first to understand, then to be understood. This habit is about communication skills, but not the traditional kind. It focuses on empathic listening. Most of us listen only to reply, not to truly understand. When someone is sharing their problem, we are often busy in our minds preparing a solution rather than actually paying attention. There was a manager whose team member always came in late. The manager directly warned him to maintain punctuality or face consequences. But he never tried to understand why the employee was late. Later, it was revealed that the employee's widowed mother had undergone surgery and he had to take care of her in the mornings. When the manager applied empathic listening and offered flexible working hours, the employee felt deeply grateful and became even more dedicated. Empathic listening means understanding not just the words but also the emotions behind them. This skill builds trust in relationships. When people feel that you genuinely understand them, they also become open to listening to you. Sixth habit: synergize. Synergy means that when different strengths and perspectives are combined, the result is more powerful than the sum of individual contributions, like 1 + 1 = 3. It's about celebrating diversity, not imposing uniformity. Take Bollywood as an example. When different talents collaborate, director, music director, lyricist, actors, cinematographer, they can create masterpieces that no one could produce alone. Movies like Sholay are the result of such synergy. In the corporate world, the same principle applies. Steve Jobs was not a technical genius, but by combining his vision and design sense with the expertise of technical professionals, Apple created revolutionary products. Jobs alone could not have built the iPhone, and the engineers alone could not have created that level of user experience. To achieve synergy, differences should not be seen as threats but as opportunities. In teams, members from different backgrounds and with varied thinking styles may initially create friction, but those very differences often lead to creative solutions. Seventh habit: sharpen the saw. This habit is about self-renewal. Covey tells a story about a woodcutter who was busy cutting trees. When someone suggested he sharpen his saw, he replied, "I don't have time to sharpen the saw. I have to cut trees." The irony is that if he had invested some time in sharpening his saw, he could have cut the trees much more efficiently. The same thing happens in our lives. We get so busy with daily tasks that we forget to renew our capacity. Sharpening the saw happens in 4 dimensions: physical, mental, emotional or social, and spiritual. Physical: regular exercise, proper diet, and adequate rest, often neglected due to sedentary lifestyles. Mental: reading, learning new skills, writing. Emotional or social: building and maintaining healthy relationships. Spiritual: clarifying values, connecting with nature, practicing meditation or prayer. One successful entrepreneur initially worked 18 to 20 hours a day. His health deteriorated and his relationships became strained. Then he adopted a balanced approach: morning workouts, family time, weekend breaks. At first, he feared his productivity would drop, but instead, His decision-making improved, his creativity increased, and his overall output got better. Paradigm shifts, character ethics. Philosophy, core paradigm shifts. Society, personality, ethics dominant. Image management, techniques, quick fixes. Character ethics, fundamental principles based. Integrity, humility, fidelity, temperance, courage, justice, patience, industry, simplicity, modesty. Modern world, external validation. Social media likes, others' opinions, materialistic success. Inside-out approach, core values driven. Approach sustainable, external circumstances dependent. Habits implement, gradual approach. Habits practice. Habit focus 21 to 30 practice. Automatic. Next habit move. Daily routine small changes. Morning 10-minute reflection time. Proactive response. Week roles goals review. Conversations conscious effort empathic listening practice. Challenging situation win-win solution find opportunity. Stephen R. Covey success meaningful life. Quick fix solutions timeless principles share. Character-based leadership influence natural. Competitive world habits relevant. Technology information overload, attention spans, relationships superficial, principles anchor. Remember, effectiveness, right things, quantity, quality. Inside-out approach, external success sustainable. Habits life implement, not only effectiveness, fulfilling meaningful life. Journey easy, definitely worth. Principled life, successful, significant. Proactive practice. Personal mission statement, priorities set. Remember, expert, beginner, journey.